Early in the evening, White House reporter Catherine Watson ironically tweeted out we may not get extended commentary on Doug's outfit tonight. She's not exactly right. For what it's worth, reporter Joshua Eaton thought to criticize Doug Emhoff's loose, four-in-hand, no-dimple tie, tweeting, "It's upsetting." Well, not as upsetting as calling the second gentleman by the wrong name, but more on that in a bit. Questionable tie etiquette aside, from his seat next to First Lady Jill Biden, Emhoff gave us all a masterclass on what being a supportive second gentleman is all about. While waiting for President Biden to give his first speech to Congress, Emhoff got to witness something few others in the United States got to in person. Two women standing behind the president as he addressed Congress. Vice President Kamala Harris and Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi celebrated the occasion themselves, with a small handshake and an elbow bump. Emhoff, meanwhile, who entered the room without applause, took his seat and gave his wife a bit of TLC to acknowledge the moment. Twitter was quick to document the moment. Doug Emhoff blew VP Kamala Harris at least 11 kisses ahead of Joe Biden's speech to Congress and patted his heart lovingly at least 4 times. Needless to say, social media knows a good show of affection when it sees it. One onlooker tweeted, "He's so cute with how he adores her." Another exclaimed on Twitter, "OMG, that's relationship goals right there." A third gushed, "Seeing second gentleman Doug Emhoff touch his heart and blow kisses to VP Harris is just so much to me. What a night." There was another adorable point. Second gentleman Doug Emhoff and First Lady Jill Biden stood up to applaud each other. On the campaign trail, Vice President Kamala Harris's husband was known simply as Doug Emhoff. His Twitter handle was Douglas Emhoff, but the corresponding name was simply Doug. The webpage from his most recent law firm, DLA Piper, also lists him as Doug, though his corresponding email address is under Douglas. According to Politico, a high school classmate confirmed he's always gone by Doug. Meanwhile, the VP calls her hubby Dougie. However, similar to Kate Middleton becoming Catherine when she entered the royal family, Doug Emhoff is now Douglas Emhoff on account of his being a second gentleman. Just a week before President Joe Biden was sworn in, word came from within the administration that Harris's husband would now be going by the more formal Douglas. His Twitter name similarly has been updated to Douglas too. The White House website also lists him as Douglas. A former staffer suggested Emhoff wishes to look more serious after his laid-back performance on the campaign trail. The source revealed, "The goofiness is a bit of a persona. He actually is a very serious person." A spokesperson described the story as bizarre, noting simply, "His name is Douglas Emhoff, so I think as he is stepping into this public role, it's not surprising that they would list his full name on the White House website." However, the president is listed as Joe Biden rather than Joseph, muddying the waters somewhat. Regardless, it seems like Douglas and his VP wife are certainly soaking up all the love in DC. It probably doesn't hurt that they finally have a semi-permanent residence in the capital. The couple are enjoying considerably more privacy and space at the swanky One Observatory Circle after residing at Blair House, the guest house across the street from the White House for the first months of her term. The new property reportedly sits on 73 private acres in the upmarket Massachusetts Avenue Heights neighborhood. Reportedly, Harris was irritated by the delay with moving into their new home, with updates on the building holding the move up considerably. Now she and Emhoff are finally settled with their furniture and artwork from California delivered. Harris does miss her short commute to work, however, but overall, as an official confirmed, they are happy to be there. The move to DC was understandably a big one for Harris and Emhoff, who were working in their respective roles in California for years. Still, they get much more time together these days, with the second gentleman teaching classes at Georgetown University. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about politics are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.